Good morning. It is Tuesday, November 5th, and this is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, signs can point us to God's existence. But first, your local weather and this news. It is Election Day today, and former President Donald Trump held the final rally of his campaign in Grand Rapids as he did in 2016 and 2020. Trump spoke at Van Andel Arena starting at 12:15 a.m. this morning and spoke on a wide variety of topics until after 2 a.m.
All we were doing is putting ourselves in a position to win, which we can do tomorrow very easily if we show up.
Trump held rallies in 2016 and 2020 at the end of the race at the Deltaplex in Walker. Minnesota Governor and Democratic Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz held a rally in downtown Detroit and told women that their lives were at stake in this election. Polls in Michigan have been open for about 25 minutes now in most of the state and will remain open until 8 p.m. local time this evening. If you were in line by 8 p.m., you can still vote. Detroit police are investigating a threat they received in a 911 call from someone who saw a Facebook post claiming someone was going to shoot up a polling location at the 21,600 block of West 7 Mile Road. The Cybercrimes Unit is investigating. The U.S. Department of Justice will have people monitoring polling locations throughout Michigan today to ensure that laws are followed. They will be in Detroit, Hamtramck, Flint, Ann Arbor, and Warren in the Metro Detroit area, along with several other areas in the state. The FBI will also have special agents available to respond to allegations of voter fraud today. Detroit police will also have a heavy presence at Huntington Place tonight as votes are counted. Early in-person voting in Michigan resulted in over 1.2 million ballots being cast before it ended on Sunday. When absentee votes are added, almost 3.1 million of the state's over 7 million registered voters have made their voice heard. The top counties for early in-person voting were Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, Kent, and Genesee, and the most absentee votes were cast in Oakland, Wayne, Macomb, Kent, and Washtenaw counties. If the election is stressing you out, Bishop Robert Gruss of the Diocese of Saginaw is reminding you not to worry too much because God is not worrying about this election. In an email sent to the faithful last night, the bishop said that it is in, quote, times like these the enemy seeks to stir us up, to keep us worried, fretting with anxiety over something you and I cannot control. He also quoted Isaiah 12 by saying, God indeed is my salvation, and I am confident and unafraid. If you're looking for an opportunity to pray in community today, Bishop Gruss is hosting a holy hour for vocations at 7 p.m. at the St. Francis of Assisi Parish, St. Anthony of Padua Church in Saginaw. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. Now this.
Dr. Ray Guarendi.
I was raised in an Italian Catholic home. We went to church. That's what you did. And now that I'm older, I can't thank my parents enough for allowing me to know about our Lord, because ultimately the base that they gave me kept pulling me back to the Catholic Church, even though I wandered as a young adult.
We will have partly sunny skies today in the Motor City, and our high will reach 76. Tonight will be rainy with lows dipping to 55. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high around 64. Thursday will be mostly sunny with temperatures around 60, and Friday will be sunny with highs around 60. Right now in Detroit, it is 70 with overcast skies. You're listening to Michigan Mornings. We will have rain to start the day today in Saginaw, and our high will reach 72. Tonight will be rainy with lows dipping to 50. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy and cooler with highs around 59. Thursday will be sunny with temperatures in the mid-60s, and Friday will be sunny with highs around 60. Right now in Saginaw, it is 63 with some light rain. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. Science can show evidence of the existence of God. Jose Carlos Gonzalez Hurtado, president of EWTN España, joined Teresa Tomeo on Catholic Connection to discuss his new book that highlights that evidence.
There is a myth that the science contradicts God and the majority of the scientists are atheists. And this book tries to break those myths. I mean, the majority of the physics Nobel Prizes of the last 100 years were religious people or theists, or they believed in God. The majority of the Nobel Prizes in chemistry, the same thing. And these books provides, the reasons and the proofs of the evidence from cosmology, from physics, from mathematics, and from biology and chemistry. Actually, if you want to demonstrate or if you want to give significant evidence of the existence of God, a creator.
So obviously you're a man of faith, which is one of the main reasons why you did this book as well. But what did it do when you were going through this research and seeing connecting the dots, as I like to say as a journalist, and seeing how everything just continues to work together in God's great design? What did that do? How did that strengthen your own faith?
There's one thing that I've realized after doing the research. It looks like Providence has decided to give us now more proofs, more scientific proofs that God exists. In the 13th century, the philosophy was providing the rational thinking on why God has to exist. So the Aquinas, the Five Ways, or Saint Anselm. Recently, it's more like God has decided, or God's providence has decided, that the man of our times, what they need is scientific proofs. And so this is what I call the 5 new ways, if you want. The evidence that the cosmology, physics, the mathematics, biology, and chemistry, all these 5 sciences provide evidence that the God, the creator, exists, and it was the beginning of the universe was made by somebody that we call God.
Catholic Connection is on weekdays at 8 a.m. here on Ave Maria Radio. Tomorrow morning, we'll have national, state, and local election results right here on Michigan Mornings. So if you want to go to bed before all the results are in, we'll be up late to help keep you informed in the morning. I'm Matthew Handley. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings, and Lord willing, I will talk to you again tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.